Mystery spheres. In the summer of 2022, as the Russian-Ukrainian war raged on, reports began to emerge of a number of strange objects washing up on the beaches of the Black Sea, causing many to speculate that they were in some way related to the ongoing invasion. The objects were described as large metallic spheres, and photographs posted to social media by a defense analyst named H.I. Sutton, who specializes in submarines and underwater munitions, revealed a number of attachment and access points, described by some as horns. While many suggested that the strange objects were prototype marine mines, gas generators, or pressurized tanks, Sutton stated, quote, "They look like mines, but I don't think that they are. Leading theory is part of a Kalibr submarine launch capsule, but unconfirmed." The Kalibr referred to in Sutton's post is a family of Russian ballistic missiles, which come in various shapes and sizes, and can be fired from submarines, aircraft, and ships. There also exist anti-submarine, anti-ship, and anti-land attack variations of the Kalibr system, which has the potential to deliver a devastating payload of up to 500 kilograms of high explosive, or alternatively a thermonuclear warhead. The Kalibr system has been reported to be in use in Ukraine, with an initial assault launched from Russia's Black Sea Fleet, involving approximately 30 missiles that targeted strategic and non-combat locations. Around the time that the spheres began washing up, 3 Kalibr missiles hit the center of the city of Vinnytsia, killing at least 20 people. Ukrainian forces successfully shot down another 2 missiles. Though theories continue to circulate online, Sutton maintains his suggestion that the strange metal spheres are part of one of these submarine-launched Kalibr systems. This has yet to be confirmed. Peresvet and Zadira. On the 4th and 5th of October 2022, residents in the Ukrainian city of Belgorod began to report on social media that a spectacular pillar of yellow light had appeared nearby, shining high into the sky. The photographs that accompany these posts clearly showed the phenomenon from various angles, so powerful that it illuminates the sky around it. However, the source of the beam remains hidden behind buildings and forest. While some suggested the source of the light was natural, a freak weather phenomenon known as a light column, others speculated that it may in fact be a rare occurrence of Russian forces employing the Peresvet anti-satellite laser. Not a great deal is publicly known of the Peresvet laser, but it was acknowledged by Putin in 2018, when he boasted that it could blind near-space satellites at a distance of up to 930 miles, interfering with their communications and rendering them non-operational. Still, it is maintained by many that the pillar of light was caused by natural refractions in the atmosphere, which can occur in colder climates. One reason that many believe the Russians are unlikely to employ the Peresvet at this point in time is that it is already somewhat outdated. While it may be able to blind satellites at great distances, the latest generation of Russian laser weapons is supposedly capable of physically destroying their target. This new superweapon is known as Zadira. Yuri Borisov, the Russian deputy prime minister in charge of military development, has boasted about the newest generations of laser weapons, claiming that they would eventually replace conventional weapons altogether. Developed by the Russian Federal Nuclear Center, the Zadira-16 system is said to be able to incinerate targets up to 3 miles away within 5 seconds. Claims have also been made that the system is capable of blinding and disabling orbiting satellites. Claiming that science fiction had become fact, Borisov declared, quote, "This is not some sort of exotic idea. It is the reality." To bolster these statements, Borisov asserted in a TV interview in April 2022 that the Zadira system had already been used in Ukraine to destroy a drone. While Ukraine's President Zelensky has mocked and dismissed Russia's claims as propaganda, suggesting that they constitute a desperate attempt at persuading the world that Russia has greater capabilities than it in fact does, the extent to which laser weapons will feature in the war remains to be seen. Kinzhal hypersonic missile. Early in the invasion of Ukraine, Russian MiG-31 fighter jets employed high-tech hypersonic missiles to attack key Ukrainian cities, including the strategically crucial port city of Odessa. A hypersonic missile is one that travels at more than 5 times the speed of sound, a definition that encompasses many rocket munitions. The Kinzhal missile, however, is uniquely suitable for being fired from bombers and fighter jets, whereas most are restricted to being fired from ground-based installations. The Russian use of Kinzhals, which roughly translates to daggers, was acknowledged by US President Biden, who called it, quote, a consequential weapon, and went on to say, quote, it's almost impossible to stop it. Others have claimed that the Kinzhal missiles don't employ any tide-turning or game-changing capabilities. What is agreed upon is the fact that the Kinzhal is fast and almost impossible to intercept with existing anti-munition technology. However, the Kinzhal is not without its faults. Reports in September of 2022 indicate that one particular launch of the missile failed, with the munition accidentally landing on Russian territory, injuring 6 firefighters. The missile in question dropped off a MiG-31 fighter jet, landing 220 miles from the Ukrainian border. Russian media attempted to blame a Ukrainian UAV for this incident, but photographs of the projectile posted to Twitter revealed it to be of Russian origin, a hypersonic Kinzhal missile. In attempts to advance missile technologies beyond the capabilities of the Kinzhal, Russia has recently developed a new scramjet-powered hypersonic cruise missile known as the Zircon, which has already been used in testing to successfully attack a target located 1,000 kilometers away. An anti-ship weapon, the Zircon has an impressively long-distance range. It can be launched from sea or land, and can allegedly reach up to 10 times the speed of sound, making it virtually impossible to intercept. This new weapon may yet feature in the war with Ukraine, as Putin stated in July 2022 that Russia's Black Sea Fleet would be equipped with Zircon missiles, quote, in the coming months. A-235 PL-19 Nudal satellite killers. When in 2019, Elon Musk's SpaceX first launched its Starlink fleet of satellites into space, nobody knew that just a few years later, they would play a significant role in the Russian-Ukrainian war. Starlink satellites, which now number more than 2,300, provide broadband connections to previously uncovered areas of the world, and since Russia's invasion, these satellites have been employed by Ukrainian forces for the purpose of military communications, playing a pivotal part in turning the tide of battle. However, in October 2022, Konstantin Vorontsov of Russia's foreign ministry declared that such utilization of outer space technologies constituted, quote, an extremely dangerous trend, and that, quote, quasi-civilian infrastructure may become a legitimate target for retaliation. This thinly veiled threat against Starlink satellites suggests that Russia is considering the use of some of its more advanced weaponry, including satellite killers. On November 15, 2021, Russia demonstrated its ability to destroy satellites by launching a missile, which blew their own Cosmos 1408 satellite into what NASA estimated to be around 1,500 pieces. The resulting debris cloud forced the entire crew of the International Space Station to shelter, as the shrapnel-like space debris passed them every 93 minutes. The projectile behind this impressive yet reckless feat is the A-235 PL-19 Nudal. The Nudal is an anti-ballistic and anti-satellite missile. The primary purpose for which it is being developed is to deflect a nuclear attack on Moscow. The Nudal, which can be equipped with either conventional or nuclear warheads, is capable of both short and long-range attacks, and can accurately target objects in near space, as well as intercept fast-moving nuclear munitions. Fortunately, using the Nudal system to carry out strikes on the Starlink network would have a limited effect due to the sheer number of Starlink satellites. However, the full capabilities of the PL-19 Nudal system have not yet been demonstrated. Belgorod submarine. Some weapons of war are so powerful that they seldom need to be used, and simply revealing their existence to the enemy is an effective tactic. The Belgorod submarine, along with its underwater drones, is one such machine. Originally laid down in 1992, launched in 2019, and brought into official service by the Russian Navy in July 2022, the Belgorod submarine is capable of impressive feats of strength, as well as brutal nuclear destruction with its new Poseidon torpedoes. These nuclear-powered underwater drone torpedoes operate with a top-secret autonomous propulsion system and can carry nuclear warheads with yields of up to 100 megatons. When detonated underwater, such powerful warheads are capable of bringing massive flooding, as well as radioactive devastation to enemy coastlines in the form of a tsunami that could reach 1,600 feet high. In early October 2022, the Belgorod vanished from its base in the Arctic Circle, leading to speculation that it was either being deployed in the Ukraine war or embarking on provocative tests of its nuclear-armed Poseidon torpedoes. Intimidation tactics, while transparent, can be highly effective in modern warfare. Despite being the longest submarine operating in the world, at over 608 feet long, the Belgorod can travel great distances while remaining undetected. This saber-rattling deployment has caused alarm amongst military observers. While it's unclear exactly what Putin has in mind for the Belgorod submarine and its Poseidon munitions, some believe that the test launch of a torpedo as a show of force is a distinct possibility. Whatever its mission, it can be assumed that the deployment of the Belgorod is likely a power play, an attempt to intimidate and place geopolitical pressure on Ukraine and its Western allies. For more incredible, sometimes mysterious military technology, be sure to check out and subscribe to Dark Tech via the link on screen or in the description. And as always, thank you for watching Dark 5. Be sure to like this video to show your support, and tune in again next time for the greatest mysteries of this world and beyond.